I'm going to say this right now. We all knew this was going to happen. We all knew this was going to happen. If you say it was not going to happen, you're a fucking liar. Gadot will be leaving Wonder Woman after her third entry. And I'm going to be honest with all of you. It makes sense. It really does. As much as I want to see her continue doing more movies and doing other stories, mixing with other stories and going forward, yeah, this is going to be the third entry. She's going to leave, and Warner Brothers is going to reboot Wonder Woman the next time around. For me, it's a shame. We never got to see this universe thrive with her. And she was one of the few great things after Snyder left. And honestly, it just goes to show you that once she is out, then Jason Momoa, then The Rock, and Shazam himself leaves. Slowly, bit by bit, they're going to replace this universe in their own cinematic. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought too. I mean, personally, for me, it's going to happen. You're going to slowly see the end of this universe. And don't tell me, oh, well, the new Discovery CAO, or whatever the fuck you want to call him, has said, oh, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and all that stuff. He's only saying the characters, idiot. He's not saying the Zack Snyder stuff. The character means more value than Snyder's version. The character, if you reboot Batman, instant success. That too. And another thing is, it's over. It's over. And don't give me that Rambo shit. Nothing is over. Nothing. Dude, it's done. Zack has moved on. I don't see Wonder Woman herself going to stay that much longer. As much as I want her to stay to do Justice League 2 and 3, I don't even know if she's going to do that. And also another thing too, we're going to have another Wonder Woman reboot. We're going to have it to where we're going to do a new take on this character and go in a different direction. Which, God forbid, how that's going to go. And that's another thing too. When you look at the Wonder Woman trilogy, it's going to go, the first one was good, the second one was garbage, the third one was, franchise killer. That's what it's going to be. And yeah, true, we could get that. But I don't know if they're going to do that, because the facts are, I think they're going to reboot Wonder Woman, because why wouldn't you? Reboot the character, do something different going forward, ching bang. I don't know. I just don't know. But I'm being honest. I just, yeah, I don't see it happening. If you want to come in, come aboard. All right, post a link. All right. Wait, what? What about Cassie or Wonder Girl or Donna Troy? Yeah, there's other choices they could do, but I don't see any of those choices. Not even the future state Wonder Girl. But yet again, I mean, you never know. They could do the future state Wonder Girl or Donna Troy or any of those characters that we are mentioning right now. But I mean, I don't really know if they're really going all in on that stuff. What I think they're going to end up doing is reboot Wonder Woman, reboot the entire whole franchise and just start all over. Batman, the only two survivors reboot. Yeah, they're the only ones that consistently gotten reboots and retakes. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm being really dead serious. It's going to be very interesting how they're going to do Wonder Woman the second time around, because I mean, Zach and Patty Jenkins. Correct myself. What the fuck, man? Patty Jenkins did a really good job with Zack Snyder. Without Zack doing, pretty much helping her making the movie to be like in fitting the continuity of what DC movies should be on his films. Yeah, no wonder why it went down the toilet. And it just says a lot. It goes to show you where that whole thing went down the toilet. But yeah, it is what it is. I just don't know what else I could say. I mean, if anyone wants to come aboard right now. But I mean, just I had to talk about this because I saw this rumor going around, and I'm like, yeah, I could believe it. Because I mean, like the Dark Knight trilogy, like any other DC film, they're gonna leave because there's nothing really value. Hey, Tevio, what's up, man?
Nope. So wait, a minute. So they're done Wonder Woman after 1 and 3. It's great.
Yeah, that's the rumor right now.
Oh.
Excuse me for not saying it, but I mean that's the rumor.
Yeah, I believe rumors until we have to get evidence. But
yeah, again, I mean, like, can you blame her if, like, I mean, personally,
yeah, I don't blame her.
Like, I mean, think about it. There's no motivation on pushing forward to the Zack Snyder stuff. None. They're pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing far away from that whole thing. They're getting rid of this direction, and they want to do something completely different, new, and interesting. And what's this? This green light
show.
I'll just say this. I mean, personally, there was so many things they could have done with the Wonder Woman movie on her trilogy. Hopefully, we could get a second attempt to do what I really hoping to see. Hearing Ares, have him be in the long run, having Zeus be in the long run, and just do other villains that really, really benefit to going forward, and don't make them look like, oh, we're just wasting them because X, Y, and Z bullshit.
Well, you matched my Lord in 184, so you only have one villain.
Cheetah, which honestly, I'm going to say this right now. We could have just had Cheetah be in that film, and that's really it. And we could have saved Cheetah for where, oh yeah, she wished that she wanted to be an expert. She wished she wanted to do X, Y, and Z, but the side effects are she's cursed to being an animal or some kind of bullshit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, something to where it would make sense to where we could see her coming in future movies. But they don't want to do any of that stuff. They don't want to do anything.
Natural War, still gonna cut that in main villain, but you could use she as a side villain, then don't waste her.
They wasted her because they didn't know. They don't care. They don't care. And who knows on the next? Who knows the future of DC films? Right now, I'm gonna say this right now. Right now, we're seeing the death of the Snyders, the Zack Snyder stuff. We're seeing the death of that whole thing because, really, I mean, I just don't believe what Warner Brothers is. Oh yeah, we're going to continue this stuff for many years to come. Like, no, you're not going to continue it. You're lying through your teeth, and you're doing what you want to do, and you're just going to, oh yeah, we're going to do the movies that we think are successful, and we're just going to slowly tiptoe out of it once we're done with it. And when that happens, everyone's going to be hating their asses. Everyone's not going to. I'm going to say this right now. Everyone's not going to let that go. I
I
mean,
started doing it with WB, which I don't blame him. We just fuck WB in there and that could be a joke. That was hilarious.
well, I'll just say this. I mean, the moment that they're 616, man, you can come in aboard if you want to, man.
Which one we be on? Post credit. I just post credit. Fuck them with the new 52. You can ignore that.
And you can go fuck off because on that shit, because New 52 was better than any of the fucking crap that you guys sat through on Rebirth.
Yeah, we could disagree with that. We know what, that's the dog.
Now, I mean, you and I at DC are totally different. Like, I appreciate the older continuity stuff. I really do. But the older continuity makes no sense whatsoever on her. She makes out of clay. Are you fucking for real?
I'm fine with that because I would do the Origin 940. And
yeah, but that sometimes I'm sorry. A lot of the origins suck. I mean, a couple of times, like Marvel had some shitty origins and they reinvented it to where it makes sense. Okay, that's cool.
Like Darkhawk. Oh yeah. Wait, I'm gonna die usually. He got blown up. And now you need a new character.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna haven't.
And also, like, for example, they do other storylines that's 10 times better. Who knows? I mean, but granted, you and I are very drastically different on what we think is good. I mean, personally, for me, I like the New 52 stuff than the shitty Rebirth crap because all it was just basically fan service. Anyway, and you couldn't tell me I'm lying. Well, anyway, but besides all that stuff, I mean, like, I really, it would be interesting if they went Pro Crisis and do something a little different, just because, that would be interesting. But if they're gonna do New 52 again, make it a little bit better, but correct the mistake, do something where you make it very drastically different. And that's something I'm going to be honest with you, I'm hoping that they do. Because I'm going to say this right now, I just don't like what they done to the Wonder Woman franchise. I think they destroyed a lot of things that the first one built, and the third entry is going to be just as bad or even worse than the first, the second one that came along. And you're going to see the same thing with Aquaman. You're going to see the same thing with Shazam and Black Adam. And
that's not going to happen. No, that's not going to happen.
Can you tell me? Okay. Does Black Adam can hold a franchise?
Black Adam, not so much.
Think about it. Think about it, man. Think. You couldn't tell me that Dwayne Johnson could literally have where don't worry, guys, we're gonna have a franchise that Aquaman has millions of stories. No, he doesn't. He only has a couple of big storylines just alone.
Yep.
And the only things that they really want to do is make him into an anti-hero, which I don't think he has never been in an anti-hero situation.
He's more of a villain.
He's more of a villain than an anti-hero. It's only now they're trying to do that because they're pretty much having his movie coming soon.
Which Benny hasn't put by on Justice League, which why? That's not a bad idea. He's not.
Actually, no, it's a good idea because it fits the continuity of what they're doing. It fits what they're doing. They want Dwayne Johnson to be a hit on his movie. The big thing you're not listening is, and you're not seeing is, the facts are, they want him to be that franchise moneymaker, and they don't have enough stories to make it where, Black Adam could be also a good guy / anti-hero, what he wants to do. There's never been a comic book like that.
And the one time that they have to do it 52. I know DC together to lock. True.
Yeah, true, but just on that alone. But I mean, like, where's the stories? Where are the stuff that you could take out of? I mean, that's my argument.
Like more DC, like more Ultraman, DC F1, that stuff. Thing, channel completely new event. F1, okay, that part is true. You know what? Ultimate, yes, but the Ultimate.
Half the stuff is in the Ultimate. Like, look, half the stuff is in these Marvel Cinematic Universe. You just take some things that they really want to do. But anyway, just being honest with all of you, I mean, like, I just don't believe that this universe is going to last. When it ends, who are going to blame? Who we are going to blame on the death of this universe? Warner Brothers.
Yep.
And then once they do another one, which knowing them, they will, they're going to do what they want. And I'm not really going to care too much on it. Oh, what's this?
They can be cool with it. They don't need a story from the comic to tell a story. They can tell images.
They can. They could do that. I mean, I'm not denying that. The Marvel has done that stuff. Yep. They have taken things.
One of them would not for the comic, but they
took liberty. Like they took liberties out of it, and they made their own story out of it. Which honestly, there were clues that you pretty much could line everything into somewhat of the comics and put it in a way where it makes sense.
Yep.
What I'm doubting is, and what I'm thinking, and what I'm pretty much calling it out the way it is, I'm sorry. And this is a time that I feel like a lot of people, like, I know you guys want to tell me, like, relax, dude. Like, I always kind of say, no, I know what you're doing, and no one wants to say I'm wrong. No one wants to say I'm wrong, because every time I'm wrong, or every time I'm right, everyone wants to tell me I'm wrong. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Yeah. Okay. But I mean, Ren, if you want to come down here, come down. The link's down below. I mean, like, you could come down there and talk about this stuff. I'm waiting for you, brother. From fucking guy. I mean, like, yeah. Anyway, but I mean, it's just, I don't really know if they could really just. I'm gonna say this. I'm being honest with you. Like, I don't really know if they really want to continue going with this, because I mean, like, why would you care about this someone else's own work? I mean, like I said before, like I'm gonna say this right now. The one thing I agree with John Campea, the one thing I agree with him, besides he's a piece of fucking shit, he is right on one thing. Why should I continue someone else's work if I can make it 10 times better? And that's something that I feel like Warner Discovery, the new company, that's going to, when the merger happens, is going to reboot or redo DC.
Again.
Yeah. And the first one is their yours truly, the fucking, and I'm going to say this right now, Tevya, don't, what? Well, hold on. Wait, hold on. It says that? No, actually, no, that's all. Tevya, I wouldn't be surprised if they reboot the continuity in next year.
Well, if that happened, then you guys need to win. I don't want to.
I would be celebrate. Come on, Tevya. You could be having
a rant video about that crazy car in 2025. I did a rant video on that, dude, but
what? Okay. I'm gonna ask you. I want to know, Tevya, why do you don't want to reboot? Because I'm gonna say this right now. I'm sorry. Your rebirth trash fucking ruined what we had before, and everything between on that crap went down the hill. And I'm gonna say this: the only thing that they're gonna do is reboot it because they fuck themselves. They ruin characters. They ruin a lot of shit, and you couldn't tell me I'm wrong. Checkmate. I know I am.
I play Bendis. Bendis fucking Nick the Tom King. Both ways they. Actually, what am I saying?
Oh, no, Bendis. No,
fucking me up.
take that back. No, almost said this wrong. I said Bendis down there to ruin your comic book. I love doing this shit. Anyway, if anyone wants to come down here in a few minutes, if anyone's not coming down here in less than a few minutes, I'm ending this bitch. Yeah. But I mean, like, I agree with you guys. I agree with Ren. They could create their own stories. They could create their own bullshit. I mean, I'm not going to be denying on that. I'm not. But yet again, I'm looking at the realistic factor is like, what more is there to grow with this universe? We're not getting a Justice League 2. We're not getting Darkseid. We're just shame. It's a shame. Yeah, it's a crime and a fucking shame, and every Warner Brothers should be fired to not doing that shit. It's ridiculous.
A New God movie. Oh wait, that got canceled.
Yeah, it got canceled, and I'm sure it could have been really good.
Yeah. I grew up in all for a New God movie. Like, what about everything? We see a vision. We did a plan.
At least, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm like, to me, the only reason why that movie never happened is because of two main reasons. No, that too, but also Warner Brothers.
True.
Warner Brothers, like, once you greenlight a movie, it doesn't mean if it's actually going to happen. I mean, it could be like hell development for fucking years. There've been movies, this movie called Face Off. They wanted to have Stallone.
Yeah, I know.
They wanted to have Stallone and Arnold in the film, and
fun.
That would have been really good, but they got completely different, and it's been tossed. I'm gonna say this right now. It's been tossed around a few times when it was in development, and it just finally got made. And you have movies stick around like many years to come. They don't get made until whenever the studio wants to do it. Oh, we got hold on. I think Ren's here. Oh shit! There's Ren.
Yo.
Fucking guy. I was actually kind of wondering, like, is he ever going to come down? Anyway, Ren, explain your thoughts on this shithole.
Well, here's the thing. If she does leave, we still have three characters that I could take over. We have Yada Floyd, we have Donna Troy, and Cassie.
Granted, I mean, like, I could see Yellow Flare coming down, the future state Wonder Girl coming down to do it, because I see Cassie going into Titans.
Yeah, because I think they're going to be diverse. DC, they're trying to be like Marvel with the diversity.
Yeah, the diversity failed because they're trying to rush it to do organically.
What? Marvel? What do you mean? On Marvel?
Not your void fine. My man with the black suit man. They're trying to rush that, which.
Well, Tevia. That's a whole different argument, Tevia. Don't let us go on that. That's a different subject and a different thing we could talk about, because I can go an entire video on the reason why they're doing it.
Yeah, I know why.
No. If you don't understand why, I don't know what the hell you were.
No, I know why. I know why they're doing it, because Falcon did Captain America.
No, Tevia. Okay, oh, god damn it, Tevia. It's because they've given up Clark Kent. They realize he's not a franchise. They look at him as that guy where, okay, we're not literally having him to be a franchise material. And another thing is they look at Captain Falcon as like, oh, since they're just having the American Captain America mantle going forward, we could do the same with Superman. And there have been times that DC Comics has done different Supermans, but in a way where it made sense. In Earth 2, Superman died. And then you had it made sense to the plot to where Vel Zod. I'm like, he became Superman because no one else was Superman at that universe. They are going to try to do something similar to that or try to mix with that. But the only problem is they're taking the Clark Kent name and they go forward. Now, granted, they could play damage control and fix their mistake, and everyone else could shut the hell up.
And do Calvin Elliott.
Yeah, and exactly. So, Tevi, I'm like, if they said, oh, yeah, it's going to be Earth 2 Superman, it's going to be all that. And I'm like, okay, fine, we'll shut up. But the problem is, Tevia, you're having that stuff not confirming. So therefore, it makes it really bad. And also another thing, Tevia, I'm being dead honest. You couldn't tell me that Superman right now could have been better where he's at. Every time there's a Superman movie, it goes down the toilet. It is literally a shame and a crime that people just don't want this Superman character to be what he should be. He has the best villains, and he doesn't get the proper treatment because either A, the people don't know,
idiots.
But people A, don't know what the fuck they're dealing with, or B, they really just
don't care.
And
here's the thing about Superman, though. He is a really hard character for people to like because he's pure sci-fi.
That's true. That's another thing too.
But sci-fi is not actually.
Plus, people don't like. They don't like an overpowered character who faces on other overpowered beings. They like to see somebody take on humans. That's why Batman is so damn popular. He's taking on humans. But the problem is Batman's not relatable compared to Spider-Man.
That is true. But here's the thing. What about Wonder Woman? I mean, for me, I always kind of feel like she was exactly like a very powerful character that faces godlike beings. I mean, like, that's what I always thought she would be. And she never had that. Same thing with Shazam. I mean, like, I don't get that logic. I mean, like, you get what I mean? Or unless you give me a better one. I mean,
same goes highlighted Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle's different, Tevia. Anyway, go on what you were saying.
When?
Brand new there.
To be honest, though, if they do end this universe, they're going to focus on Earth 2. Earth 2 is going to be the one holding it together, to be honest. If Black Adam fails.
I don't think it's going to fail. I think that's going to be one of the few things that's going to carry on. But I'm just saying they're ending it slowly. In a couple of years from now, they're going to have a trilogy on almost every single character. They'll make an excuse of, we're going to merge Shazam and Black Adam and have where it's a sequel to Black Adam's films, and pretty much we go forward from there. You kind of see where
they have ideas. They said that Black Adam's going to be in other movies.
That could be
also. Wait, but what kind of movies? The only thing
I could see is they could bring back Henry Cavill to do that one more Superman movie, and it's just Superman versus Black Adam.
That anime movie.
Yeah, and it's you could have that big showdown, and you could have a good plot, and you could have a good storyline, and it would make $1 billion film. And maybe they would spark the somewhat of an interest on a Man of Steel 2. But it's just like, at that point, I mean, like, Henry Cavill is going to be so booked on almost anything he touches. Like, he's already touching, what's that fucking sword?
Highlander.
Highlander. He's got the Highlander. He's got the fucking The Witcher. I mean, and rumors going around that he's going to be Commander Shepard. Oh dear God, if he's Commander Shepard, I'm done. I'm so done.
Wait. Come on, you mean Mass Effect?
There's talks. Supposedly, he was reading a script of Mass Effect. Something. It could be a game he could be a part of because they are developing the new game.
Yeah, Mass Effect 4.
He could be Shepard. I mean, granted, I mean, like, it would be odd because I do like the original voice actor who does Shepard, but I mean, they kind of Gears of War kind of did the same of Batista replaces the main character who did the voice of that one character. Fuck, forget his name.
Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix on the Gears of War game, which I do want to check out one day. I mean, like, hopefully.
I played all the Gears of War games. Gears 5 and one of my favorite games at the end of the entire series. It's a Gears 2.
Okay. But I'm just saying, I mean, like, that's why I kind of look at it with a lot of things of like, okay, I see what they're doing and I get where they're going for. But I mean, for me, just telling you how I see it, it just, I personally believe that they're really going to try to kill this universe. And, but I mean,
what do you think they're doing in the Flash for? They're going to start over. They're not going to kill the universe. Plus, Zack Snyder's universe died before the Snyder Cut happened.
That too. Just let me to talk about that. You brought that up. You brought that up at the nick of timing. I mean, 616, man, get your ass down here, man. I mean, like, what the hell, man? I'm wondering.
They want to buy some part shit you want to come out of. I'm going to do it. Yeah, I guess in that.
But I mean, like, for me, that whole thing is good. I'm keeping my mouth shut. I'm like on. I mean, like, it sounds like on that film, the Flash films just sounds like a Batman like whole.
Think more bad multiverse than Flash movie.
Yeah, like exactly. I mean, like it feels like a Flash movie more than just we're gonna do our own thing or whatever. And I'm like, really? Are you sure about this shit? Come on.
Why you even do Flashpoint? You're not doing 5.0. This ain't Flashpoint.
Doing the Flashpoint, compared their own take of it is because the CW take of it.
Oh yeah, they do their own take of Flashpoint. We forgot about that.
Yeah. Same thing with if they do an Infinite Crisis, they're going to do a different take on it.
Yeah, I'm expecting on that too but yet again, I'm expecting that to happen after Secret Wars. I mean, like, and when that happens, I'm like, yeah, I could totally see that happening. But the problem, and this is the one thing I feel like, and I'm kind of ending this whole thing. I feel that no matter where we go with this, it's a shame that this whole Wonder Woman trilogy is going to be only one good movie. The rest of them were shit, and that's just how I see it. And yeah, and
the inside debate edition. Whoa, that did be funny.
I can agree with no Reverse Flash, nothing. Fucking ridiculous. Yep. I mean, like, granted, it was like you would think the movie version would do that. You would think like, hey, let's do the movies, but let's do it what the animated movie did. Let's have Flash and Reverse Flash come in and do all that crap. No, absolutely not.
Not do Reverse Flash, do a different villain. Yeah. So we don't know the villain in this Flash movie. I'm still confused.
Yeah, I really don't like. To be honest, I don't mind that the Reverse Flash not in it because he is the main villain of it, of the Flashpoint. But they have a good Reverse Flash on the Flash show. I don't see the movies topping it.
True. Tom Connor was a bit of a Flash.
I'll just say this. I mean, like, it would be interesting if they have I might as well just show it. Let's go in here. They could do the Reverse Flash, but disguise it as a different character. Now I'm gonna bring him up right here. This guy. They could bring him.
Oh yeah, what Def?
Yeah, they could bring him, and it's like I'm thinking like they could do that. I mean, like it would be making somewhat sense, but I mean, it's just I really want it to be great, and it just seems like with that movie, it's just like, oh, you're just gonna do that because of bullshit reasons,
Yep.
and you never really did the Flash movie that we really are asking for. And it's another thing. This movie's been held development for so long.
Yeah, just keep Derek, just keep leaving.
Yeah, I keep leaving because of creative differences, and it's just like. And also another thing is, I kind of call out the way it is, where they were doing what CW was doing with the Flash show. A lot of the elements, the direction that they wanted to do, the TV show was doing, and I'm assuming Warner Brothers didn't want to do that direction.
No.
And it's just going to be a ridiculous factor on the whole thing. And now it's like you're telling me no Reverse Flash. You're going to have a replacement of Batman with Michael Keaton with this Batgirl, and
I don't believe that leak was true because I'm still waiting more of behind the scenes to reveal that.
Yeah, that rumor sounds bullshit. Because that never got included.
Plus, it wasn't written professionally either. That's what made me like curious. Like, wait a minute, this does not sound real. It doesn't sound professional.
Yeah, granted, it also sounds too good to be true.
But I do believe that Batgirl may be our Batman for the rebooted universe. That I do not mind. That'd be interesting because she needs to be noticed now.
Oh, I could.
That didn't make sense because
but yeah, I would also argue where she is a character that deserves a TV show.
She's getting a movie on HBO Max,
which I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping that movie is good because I'm like, I really love Batgirl. I mean, like,
I want Cassandra Cain Batgirl.
I love all three. I love Stephanie Brown. I love
Barbara Gordon of the movie.
I love Cassandra Cain a lot. I mean, like, whichever.
I see Cassandra Cain as a character for Titans.
Not too.
That's not a bad idea.
Because Barbara Gordon is commissioner now in the Titans, apparently.
Yeah.
Stephanie or Cassandra is Batgirl.
They could put, and that's nothing too. I wouldn't mind if they did both, where we're going to have spoiler, but also have Cassandra be Batgirl, and then later on she could be, or you could.
Well, that's what they're doing in the comics right now. They're both Batgirl in the Batman comics.
That too, I could see that, and isn't she in the Batwoman show?
Stephanie Brown is in the Batwoman show, but I didn't watch that episode because what? No.
Granted, I mean, they got a good actress. I mean, like, it's all good. Did you hear about Ren, did you heard about the rumor, or the plot leak of the Powerpuff Girls?
That was the original pilot, not the. They are rewriting it right now.
Yeah, I know, but
I read that script. It looks so bad. Like,
I didn't know what the hell. I was like, wait a minute, this is. I'm like, okay, I get it. They're adults now. Things change, but it didn't sound like a CW show. It sounded like more like it was suited for HBO Max.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
I heard Titans fans are out there like where it's coming. It's coming
in August.
It's coming in August, right?
I'll say this. I was like that too, but I mean, I was a little bit like, it's coming in August. All right, fine. I'll wait a little bit longer on this whole thing. But I mean, we'll have to wait and see how things go. But I mean, hold on, what's this now? Never mind.
I've been developed. I was in 1997. Used to read about it in the Wizard magazine days.
Yeah.
Okay, 7.
But
damn time flies.
I'll just say this right now. I mean, I'm being this how I feel on the whole DC movie area right now. I personally believe whatever they do, it's going to be very questionable. That's going to be. If it's not Batman or a movie that we know it's going to be good, then personally it will make $1 billion film. But granted, I mean, like knowing how the people are, like you said, people are going to be so hungry for films. It doesn't matter. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, Ren, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna kill this bitch. Any final thoughts on this whole thing on this rumor, which I believe it's factual, which honestly it makes totally sense because every other actor would come to their third entry, at least with DC, they ended on a note where I'm done after this. How do you feel about it?
Wait, me?
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah. My papa is rumor. It is Jordan with children. Fuck. That sucks because he had to great one in both movies. And you know what? You want in that high note? Fine, go for it. But damn, I'm
Do
not
you think?
missing.
I mean, I'd love to have anyone prove me. Like, can you give me more stories of what they could do besides the new stuff? I mean, like personally, for me, the only thing that I really wanted to, and I'm hoping that they do this still, is bring Zeus in. I wanted to see Zeus. I was hoping we would see Zeus to where Wonder Woman was going to meet her father.
Yeah.
But yet again. I mean, like we don't want to do that direction, and I mean, God forbid we fucking ruin the first movie on every level. I mean, granted, I'll give Wonder Woman 84 this. I did enjoy the moment where they were together and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and
that was sweet.
That was kind of funny, but also it was funny, but it was just overall, I mean, it had a few good things that I did like. But I'm saying right now, it was not a good movie.
Yeah, it was disappointing.
Anyway, so what your thoughts, Ren, before we kill this bitch? I agree with you what you're saying. They could add.
If it's true, then I'm not gonna be upset about it because she was mistreated with Josh Whedon, so I don't blame her. But the rumor, like people falling for the rumor, is like they don't read articles or anything like that to spot the errors and flaws. But yeah, Wonder Woman 84 wasn't that great. I was expecting like an 80s vibe towards it, like a soundtrack, not Hans Zimmerman.
Yeah.
But I think the third one might be redemptional if they bring in Zeus and like just go all out with it.
Yeah. I mean, personally for me, I forgot her name. I mean, the magical villain that Wonder Woman has, I forgot her name. Yeah, her. I want her to be in the third movie because you can make a good story where, it's about the pandemic and everything between, and it's in modern time.
I wouldn't mind if both came along.
And you go forward with that direction, and where, it's another Amazon looking for Diana and all this time, and you could have it where it's the future state Wonder Girl, or you could do it's Donna Troy or someone else.
When the card character, but then when we have progression.
Snyder was yes and no. There were a lot of things that they differ on the whole thing.
It was New 52 and Injustice.
It was sprinkle injustice. Don't tell me it wasn't justice, buddy. Because if it was injustice, you would see the greatness, the epicness, the awesomeness. Best villain ever made, Superman Injustice. Oh God, that guy, and I'm so excited to see it animated. I mean, I'm hoping it's year 1 or year 0. I'm hoping that happens. But I mean, like, one thing. Wait, what? Fuck
those assholes. Those guys are scumbags.
That's true. That's true. But anyway, Ren, before we go, I wanted to know this. Do you think the Injustice movie could be year 0 or year 1?
Possibly year 1. I don't see year 0 happening because nobody's familiar with that. Nobody read the comics. They're probably going to be more influenced towards the video game.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
that's true.
But
Well,
who knows? Maybe they could do a mixture of it.
I'm hoping they do something. I'm hoping they go all out on that fucking shit.
I'm for it. So far, no DC animated movie has let me down.
No, they have. I could.
Lemon Hush is one that bad that broke me. With what the fuck is this?
You
crap?
really?
Stupid.
I mean, like, dude, buddy. I mean, like, you weren't gonna have a full adaptation on that whole thing. That's just a fact.
Well,
Anyway, we're crashing this bitch, and pretty much, I'll see you guys later. And stay tuned on more videos. We're gonna be talking about a lot of shit, and we're gonna be doing a podcast later next Friday. So, with a few guests that are very new, and yeah, I just had to talk about this because I wanted to give off my thoughts and wanted to say all that shit. Will be? I don't know. I think it will be in 2D, buddy. I don't think it'll be.
it won't be 2D.
It won't be 3D. Only 3D will be in the game. Anyway, I'll see you later, guys, and peace.
Bye.